Welcome, welcome, welcome to Just Minding My Business. I hope that you're having an amazing day. And I am so excited to bring to you today Nathan Gwilliam, who is a serial entrepreneur who has created and sold three digital ventures. His most recent exit was adoption.com, which was the world's most visited adoption site. Wow. You're gonna have to tell us how you did all that. For sure. Well, welcome, Nathan. I'm so happy to have you here. And tell us a little bit more about your journey so that our audience can get an understanding of how you arrived to where you are today.
Absolutely. Would you like me to just kind of go back to the beginning and just tell you the story?
Yes, just pour it out.
Okay. So when I was in college, um, I uh, I was a missionary. I left college for a couple of years and went to Brazil and taught people about Jesus Christ and helped families. And while I was there, I all these street children just kept coming up to me and asking me for money. And I would give them the change out of my pocket. But I was a volunteer missionary who didn't get paid anything. And I quickly ran out of money. And so I vowed that when I came back, I was going to do something to make a lasting difference in the life of these kids. And before my mission, it was 1993, and I had never heard of the internet, not one time. And I go on this mission 93 to 95, and I come back in 95, and this internet thing has exploded. Like it's all over the place. Every business is trying to get into the internet. And so I wrote a business plan about how to use the internet to help children through adoption. I was very motivated to help solve this problem. And it ended up winning the university business plan competition. And I got some funding and then won another business plan competition. And I started this company called adoption.com my junior year in college. And I ended up running that for more than 20 years. And it was kind of like, honestly, working in a Hallmark movie. It's just being able to help children find loving homes and helping adoptees and birth parents reunite and helping families make their dreams of a family come true. It was a really fun thing to be part of. And in 2019, I sold that to the Gladney Center for Adoption, which is a wonderful adoption agency located in Fort Worth, Texas. And I've built and sold some other ventures besides adoption.com. Um, I I've even helped other people create these digital platforms. That's my specialty. Is I create, sell, I create, grow, and monetize these digital ventures. And for example, I helped David Neeleman, who started JetBlue Airlines. I've helped him do a couple of ventures. I helped him do an airline in Brazil called Azul Airlines that became the fastest growing airline in aviation history. And we got to where half of all the Facebook followers in Brazil were following us. It was really a fun project to be part of. And I built a Brazilian travel social network for him. Um, I sold one of my ventures to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and they hired me to build a network of family websites. So we built those and we grew those to reach 280 million monthly unique visitors, 130 million follows, social follows, 40 million monthly comments, likes, and shares. So we've built some really large social platforms. And that's what I've done. And then when I was selling this, my last venture, the last one that I sold was adoption.com. And when I was selling it, I was doing a coaching. I had a coach that was helping me. And his name is Russell Brunson. And I think he's the best digital marketer of our generation. He runs ClickFunnels, which is a $1 billion company he built with no venture capital funding. And Russell made me a promise. He said, Nathan, if you publish every day for a year, you'll be financially free. And so I decided to take him up on this promise. And I started a show in 2020. And it was my expertise is digital monetization. And so I created a show about digital monetization, For a year, I got to interview these leading experts in digital monetization, like the best, smartest people in the world, far smarter than me, more expertise than me. And and I published every day for a year. And I got about 3 months into the show, and I realized that I needed about 30 different technologies. And those technologies cost almost $2,000 a month. And those technologies did not integrate together hardly at all. And they were missing a whole bunch of the features that I needed. And and even after I'd like recorded my episode and edited my episode, I still had to pay somebody 4 hours every day to go edit and to go publish and syndicate and do all the extra things you had to do with the episode. It was so ridiculously time consuming. And I could see what the technology needed to do. And I had seen this company, Shopify, do something different in their niche. In the e-commerce niche, Shopify brought together 100 different technologies into one platform with one username and platform. And I just knew somebody was going to do that in the podcasting space, and somebody was going to make billions of dollars doing it. And that was my aha moment. And I realized, oh my goodness, that somebody should be me. And and so I went and I hired a bunch of talented developers. And for the last 5 or 6 years, we've been building this. We put $5.8 million into this over almost the last 6 years. And we now in our PodUp platform. So that's my current business is PodUp. And we have 60 different tools that are integrated together. We have our own recording studio. We have our own online video editor. We have 18 AI powered tools. AI wasn't even a thing when we started building this. And now it's so much of what we do. One of our AI tools, after you're done recording, you can click on a button and our repurposer tool will go turn your video episode into like 15 or 20 different pieces of content. We also are working really hard to be the ultimate monetization engine for podcasting. We currently have 11 different monetization tools that are built into our platform, and we've got a lot more that are in our roadmap. We have probably 4 more that are going to hit in Q1 of 2026. So we currently have, if you want to sell courses on your podcast, you can do that through our platform. If you want to do e-commerce, you can do that through our platform, recurring or digital or physical goods. If you want to do crowdfunding and raise money for causes, you can do that on your platform and make money from that. If you want to do coaching, you can do that through our platform. There's all these different ways, sponsorships and things. And then some of the cool ones that are coming, like some of the next monetization streams that are coming is memberships. You can do monthly membership and charge subscriptions for that. We have events where you can do live or virtual events, just all of these different ways that you can grow and monetize your podcast from one platform, one username and password, one small monthly fee. We're running a Black Friday deal right now where you can get for $149 a month for you can lock in at this 50% off deal for you're the lifetime as long as you're a subscriber, and you can get access to all 60 tools. So that's what we're doing is we're kind of the Shopify of podcasting. And so I've been spending the last 6 years of my life doing that. And then there's one more little niche that we do within podcasting. So we've kind of created the business grade podcasting. So businesses that want to grow their business with a podcast, or they want to build a business around a podcast, or market their business with a podcast, that's what we've done. And so we have a lot of businesses that come to us and they say, okay, we need a podcast, but we don't have time. So can we just record the episode and you use your software and you just do it for us, right? You do everything else. And so we've created a podcast agency called PodAllies, PodAllies. And businesses come to us, we'll book their guests, we'll do their show notes for them, get them ready for the interview, and then they interview, and then we do essentially everything else for them. We'll write their blog posts, edit their videos, do their social posts, do their short videos, posts, syndicate out to like 20 different places. We'll market their show, we'll do their ads for them, we'll do their SEO, we'll book them on other shows. And then we have like 20 different kinds of monetization we can do for them. We can help them build out all these different streams of making money for their show too. So that's what we do, PodUp and PodAllies right now.
Wow, that was a mouthful, Nate.
Yeah, probably a lot more of an answer than you wanted to that question.
Well, as a podcaster, I need all that, because, one of the hardest things for most podcasters is monetizing.
Yeah, it is. And the growth part, because even if you have an amazing message, it's hard to monetize if you don't have a lot of people finding it. There's a lot of great podcasters that are publishing great episodes, but nobody knows about their show, right? So part of monetizing is growing it as well.
Yes, absolutely. And it takes time. And now, if like we were talking before we got on air, when I started, none of this was out there.
Yeah, that's right.
You
It
know,
was so mind-numbing how much work it took to do this. I think PodUp saves me at least 80% of the time that it used to take me when I started 5 years ago.
yes, yes. And it's like and then with podcasting, it's one of those things you have to commit. It is not a one and done if you want to grow.
Yeah, that's right. And it's not a get rich quick thing. Like a lot of people start a podcast and then 3 episodes later they're saying, I'm not making a ton of money and I don't have a ton of
Right.
fans and I'm gonna quit. And it's like that's not what podcasting's about, right? You
No.
got to build that audience.
Yes. And you have to have the mindset just to do what needs to be done. I mean, and it can be, I mean, I know when I started, I had to hunt for guests. I was like interviewing grandmas and some more
Yeah,
because I
that's
wasn't
right.
out there like that. And then I didn't even know what a niche was. It was like, what the hell is a niche?
Is that something you eat for breakfast? I don't know.
So it was so much that I had to learn. And what ended up happening for me was my people found me.
Yeah.
And it only happened because I just kept doing it. I kept messing up and coming back and messing up and coming back.
Well, congratulations for being so consistent. Your consistency is one of your superpowers.
Yes, because that's the only way you can make a podcast grow. There's hundreds of thousands of podcasts out there. And if you look at the statistics, the failure rate is pretty high.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of people that come in and after 3 or maybe 8 or 12 episodes, they quit because they haven't got where they want. And if you're going to quit after 3 or 12 episodes, then don't even start because you're not going to be a success after 3 or 12 episodes.
You,
It just takes a lot longer than that. It's
it,
not a get rich quick thing, but it's a long-term retirement strategy if you do it right.
yes, absolutely. So let me talk about the products that you offer because I'm definitely interested because from my background is computers. I've been in the computer space for over 50 years. So it's like when new little toys come out, I'm like, ooh, a new toy.
Yeah, you love the new tools. Okay, that's cool. Well,
Yes.
Malcolm Gladwell would call you you're a first adopter and yeah, anyways, you're that first group that everybody loves to get into their product.
Yes, because I'll play with it, break it, I mean, and let you know, okay, you need to fix this because I
Well,
was
then
able
I
to
just need to
break
let you in my
this.
software for free and give you a free license so you can tell me all the things I need to fix. That's
Yeah.
super valuable for us.
Yeah, that was my job back in the day. Break it, help the users break it so that way we could see the holes.
Yep,
Because when you building something, it works okay for you because you're the developer. But once you get people involved, all the stuff is going to come out.
yep,
And you
that's right.
must test. You must
Because so
absolutely
many
must
different people
test.
use it in so many ways you never even thought
Yes,
they would do it.
absolutely, absolutely. So Nathan, if companies want to connect with you, how do they do so?
Yeah, so they can if they want to learn more about PodUp, the software, they can go to podup.com. That's PODUP.com. And at PodUp, they can get a free trial of the software, try it before they ever have to pay anything. They can also get a free podcast launch course. So we'll take them through a 30-day course where they can learn all about how to podcast and take them step by step through the process of launching in a month. And we also, uh, with that free trial, they can get a podcast monetization guide where I take them through 24 different strategies, how to make money from their podcast. There's an ebook and there's a video training that goes with that. And then we also give them the ultimate guide to growing your podcast, where I take them through 30 different growth strategies for their podcast. And then there's a video training that goes with that. So they can get all of that with that free trial. And if they have an existing podcast and they decide they want to use PodUp, we'll even migrate their website to PodUp for free and help them get their website built on PodUp for free.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That is awesome because I'm interested in definitely monetizing in different ways. And I got this notebook that I sit down and they come up with little ideas of things to do.
Yeah.
But everything for me, has to kind of, I don't want to work to death. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's right. None of us do. Okay, so how are you currently monetizing?
Right now, I do like advertising on my podcast because I
Yep.
have built quite a big audience. So you can get like a 60-second, 30-second, 60-second spot on the
And you
podcast.
do a mid-roll with that or something?
Yes, I do mid rolls and things like that. I also have a magazine associated with the podcast that you can, because I'm doing a lot of business people. So
Yep.
that's another way for
And
them
so you
to come
sell
up.
that magazine on your episodes. I love
Yeah.
that. And I love that it's a recurring revenue stream. That's one of the big secrets of monetization is focus on something that's recurring. Don't focus on one-time sales.
Yes, exactly. You have to, yeah, that's what you want. One time that, you might not get another one for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reoccurring is what's up. I did have a TV channel, but I didn't get a lot of traction there. So I decided to step back for a minute and focus more on monetizing the podcast. So that's where I am now. Just what can I do to monetize my podcast? I have the listeners now. I've been recognized as a top business podcast now. So I am a brand.
So tell me about your people. We'll do a little monetization strategy consulting thing right here.
Okay, I
So
like that.
tell me a little bit more about who your people are. Who's the audience that is gravitated towards you on your show?
Um, the people that are gravitated are like business owners, startups, seasoned, because we do a lot of finance, how
Okay.
to, shield your money from Uncle Sam. I do a lot
Yep.
on that. I do a lot of transformational type stuff because we all know 90% of your business is up
Yeah.
there.
So
So we do a lot of that. We also have different niches that come on to market their businesses that are very unique. I mean, the actual people that I interview are so unique. It's like, wow, I didn't even know that existed. So it's a lot of think outside the box, and it helps the listeners be able to see the possibilities.
yeah, for sure. Okay. So the number one thing I would recommend for you would be a membership site. Have you ever looked at doing a membership site?
Not yet. No, I haven't.
Okay. So that's a feature that I don't have yet in my platform, but it is the next monetization tool we are launching. We're deep in development and we're getting very close to launch of this one.
Oh,
So in first quarter we'll have that one. So the concept of a membership site is you take your audience and you bundle a whole bunch of value behind a username and password. So kind of like what Patreon is, but it's your own Patreon. It's not someone else's platform. And so you can develop courses and education and put it in there. You can do digital downloads and put them in there. You could do exclusive interviews. Like let's say you did interviews for your show and you have these big names. Maybe you do the live streams inside your membership area. And so your members could come in and ask questions and participate in some of those interviews, do some behind the scenes stuff with you and with the guests, some kind of member only time that the other guests on your shows don't do. You might do like hour-long interviews with some of these big guests, and you might only put 20 minutes of it live on your free show, and you might put the rest of the behind-the-scenes interview inside your membership area. So you could do monthly challenges. You could say 1 month we're going to do like the get a business loan month, right? And you bring on business loan experts, and you have secrets and tips and strategies, and maybe you have goals for them where they need to apply to a certain number of loans or something like that. Maybe 1 month is just about mindset, like you were talking about. Maybe it's like a gratitude mindset. And it's all about just focusing on gratitude in our life, right? And whatever it is you think your audience needs, you can go through these monthly focuses and you do it within your community. You bring in experts, you're doing education, you're doing group coaching you can do inside your community. And the cool thing is it's one to many. So whether you have 10 people in your community or 10,000 people in your community, it's almost about the same amount of work for you. And then you charge a monthly fee. You could charge $10 a month. You could charge $100 a month. You could charge $300 a month. You figure out how much value you're providing and how much people are willing to pay, and then you charge it. And the cool thing is those numbers add up really fast. Let's say you only had 1,000 people in there, which is not that many for someone with the size of audience you have. You should probably be able to grow to 1,000 pretty easy. Or you should be able to get there. It'll take effort, but and let's say they only paid you $30 a month. Well, that's 30 grand every single month that's coming to you. And it's consistent, right? Month to month what to plan on from that community. So it's kind of like your magazine, right? It's recurring subscription value. So it plays on that same audience. And you don't have to do it all yourself. And the cool thing is, once you get it all going, you could probably hire someone in the Philippines or India or a college student or somebody that could do like 3/4 of the work that it takes to run that community. And you're the face and you're giving the value and you're doing the interviews, but you don't even have to do a lot of the busy work that it takes to run that community. So I think you would love a membership. That'd probably be the first one I would look at if I were you. Probably the second one that I would look at if I were you would be courses. Have you ever done courses before, paid courses?
No, but that's on my to-do list to do courses because,
Yeah.
and then I have people in my circle that does courses. So
Okay.
quite a few.
So if I were you, I would survey my audience. I would do a little focus group and I would find out which courses your audience would most like to pay for you to develop. For example, you said you were doing a lot in the funding space. So you could bring in some experts, and with you and with your experts, you could do a course on how to get funding for your business. And you go through all the different types of funding and give them the secrets and strategies, and they develop a plan, and you give them the action items every day and whatever. Over 30 days, they've developed their plan, they've executed it, they've applied for everything, right? And then during the 30 days, you provide some group coaching, maybe depending on how much you charge, maybe you do some one-on-one coaching. You have these digital downloads, maybe a digital workbook, and maybe you charge $1,000 for that, right? And so Russell Brunson, again, who I think is the best digital marketer of our generation, he says all the time, the best way to make $1 million is to create $1,000 product and to sell 1,000 of them, right? And the cool thing is when you sell $1,000 of a digital product, like the digital product it costs you to make the product. You have your fixed costs, but then you have very little variable cost, right? For each additional one you sell does not cost you almost anything more. And so even if it costs you $200 or $300 of Google advertising or Facebook advertising to get someone to sign up for your course, that's okay because you're selling it for $1,000. You still are going to make $600 or $700 off of that course. And so you can afford to pay well to advertise that and go sell 1,000 of those. And a lot of people have become millionaires by creating $1,000 product and selling 1,000 of them. And you can bundle coaching and group coaching and things with it and provide a lot of value. And so that'd probably be the second thing I would do. And that may even be the first one, because that may give you the capital that you can use to go fund some of these other things, right? Especially if you already have this existing audience that trusts you. The third one that I would do, and there's so many, there's 24 strategies that I cover in my training, but there's a lot more than that. But I'm just trying to focus on what are the ones that are work best for you, right? For this kind of an audience, business owners. The third one that I think would work really well for you is coaching. And so we have a coaching platform, and it's tied right into your podcast. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. All these monetization streams are included in that monetized package that I was telling you about for only $149 a month. And you can add a coaching platform to your podcast. And then if you want to be the coach, you put up your bio and all the information about you. If you want to take members of your community that you want them to be coaches, you can add them into your coaching platform, and people can come in and they can see the bios of all your coaches. They can select the coach. They can schedule a time, they can buy coaching, then they can show up in the platform and you can deliver the coaching right from your platform. And if you allow other coaches on there, you keep a percentage of the revenue. You could keep maybe 30 or 40% of all the revenue for these coaching sessions that you're booking. And maybe you have a coaching methodology that you have your coaches use where they use a certain strategy. So those are just three strategies out of dozens of different strategies you can implement. But those are probably three you could probably start making money pretty quickly from your audience.
Wow, well, you definitely got me going for 2026.
Yeah, I would love to help you.
Yes, yes, indeed. So, like, how do people connect with you? Because this is valuable information you're sharing this day.
Yeah, for sure. So if they want one-on-one help, if they want a podcast strategy call, I will do that for free. They can go to podallies.com. That's PodAllies.com. And just click on the button that says schedule a free strategy podcast strategy call. And that's going to book it directly with me. I'm the founder and CEO of the company. Built and sold 3 ventures. This is my 4th. And I will help you figure out your growth strategy. I'll help you figure out your monetization strategy. I'll help you figure out your branding strategy. You know, wherever it is, whatever you need, in that call, I will help you get going on the right path, the right direction.
Yes, yes, indeed. So, and the other thing, the tools, if people want to just
Want to
use
do it
it.
themselves, yeah, they can go to. So if they want to use the tools and do it themselves, that's only $149 a month right now with our Black Friday sale, and they can do that at podup.com. That's PODUP.com. They can get free trial. They can get the all those the podcast launch course and the monetization guide and the growth guide and the free migration, all that. They can get that at podup.com, or they can go get the free strategy call and talk to. And if they want our agency to help them with their monetization and help them with their growth and do some of those things for them, they can get more information at PodAllies.com.
Okay, okay, good, good, good. Because I'm definitely interested. I may need some help orchestrating.
That's what we do. That's what we love to do. We have a whole team. We have 40 different people that we have copywriters and designers and video editors and producers and QA testers and all those different people that help make it so easy.
Yes, yes, yes. That QA thing, I like that's my thing in terms of my experience in testing
Yep.
software because we all know the people got to use it for you to really know if it works.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I guarantee, like even Google is still testing and improving. Even Microsoft is still
Oh
testing and
yeah,
improving. It's just a forever part of the software process.
forever part. That's what the updates are.
Yeah,
Every
that's right.
time Microsoft sends out an update, it's because they found something broke or
Yep.
some
Or
kind of
something that can
vulnerability.
improve. Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Or vulnerability, something. It's a fix for something, for
Yeah.
sure. Wow, Nathan, this has been amazing. I've got so much to simmer on. For sure. I am so glad we met. It's so funny how when thoughts come into your mind about things that you want to do, and next thing you know, God sends you that person that's already doing it.
Well,
At least that's how it works for me.
that's one of the reasons we love doing what we're doing is there's so many people that they have a voice, they have a message, but they want more people to find their voice. They need to make more money off of it so it can provide well for themselves and the people they love. And we love helping people achieve that freedom and find that voice, that
Yeah.
reach.
And that's a wonderful thing. And that's what we're here for, to help one another
Yeah.
move to the next level, whatever that looks like. So, Nathan, I am so grateful that you joined us today, and I'm looking forward to more collaborations. And you just gave me some homework to do, so I'm going to be scooting over to your spot.
Yes, schedule a strategy call with me and we'll get you started. And
Okay.
I'll give you 6 months free of our PodUp software just to get you in and get you going.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And we're definitely going to have to do this again. And audience, thank you. Appreciate you as always.